Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Sparkling Aria Lapras with its new move that no other Pokemon can learn currently at the moment, as well as the quick move Psyshock or Psywave, okay? And Grumpig with Psywave as well as Dynamic Punch. Now, we are going to be using Shadow Sableye that I did just make, which now does have Dazzling Gleam. We're going to have its own featured video after this one, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We're actually going to swap it out here in a bit for Mandibuzz. But with that said, let's see what we have going on here. So Shadow Lapras with Sparkling Aria is, I'm going to have to say, pretty stinking good with the Psywave. When you're able to farm up energy so fast, it's absolutely amazing. Now, on this Shadow Lapras, I did have Ice Shard, which is going to be a legacy. I did use an Elite Quick TM to get that. Unfortunately, I removed it so I can use this quick move. And then I did use an Elite Charge TM to put Ice Beam, because Ice Beam is a legacy on a Lapras, and I wanted an Ice coverage move, so yeah, we did that. We're using all kinds of Elite Charge TMs and Quick TMs lately, but that's okay. We are stacked up on them. So Shadow Sableye, quite the investment. Like I said, we're going to be taking a look at that in its own video. I'll show you how much it cost for me to power it up and all that good stuff, and we'll, deep dive into it a little bit more later on. But Grumpig here is actually on point now, folks. So yeah, I had a decent one kind of lying around. I guess you can call it decent. I mean, it's not like the best rank or anything, but I had one ready to go. Didn't even have the secondary move, and here we are, and I'm happy with it. It did great. But I'm even more impressed with the stinking Shadow Lapras Sparkling Aria, which I was like, okay. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. It just does good damage, and it's very strong. It's very strong for Lapras. All right, but with that said, let's go ahead and get into the commentary. So we have a mirror match here, except for Mind Shadow, and theirs is not. So we still have to kind of consider them having potentially Skull Bash, which would do a lot of damage. So they are going to be retreating with energy and bringing in Cradily, which did get various different updates for it as well. Regarding different moves that it did get. I do believe Rock Tomb was going to be one of those. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Grumpig here, and Dynamic Punch is going to be super effective to that Rock type. So see if they're going to want. I think they do shield this up very good. They use both shields. Fantastic. That's a Shadow Cradily. So we just have to land one. Even though they're lowering our attack, we're still going to be able to take them out here because they are Shadow. I'm going to go ahead and shield up as well. So we are up one shield. They're down to 0. Bringing in Malamar, we immediately swap into our Lapras. Not that they were going to farm us down with Psywave quick move or anything, but I just thought I'd swap it up. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to farm me down, and now we have the dang Shadow Sableye in the pack and Grumpig. So I decided to bring in the Grumpig to have them use their energy, and I'm going to have to rely on the Shadow Sableye. Let's see if we're going to be able to pull this one off here. So yes, it does have Dazzling Gleam now, which is going to be great for its weakness, which is going to be, well, I wouldn't say its weakness, but going up against other dark types can be a bit of an issue. So now you have coverage for that. So that's pretty nice. So one of its weaknesses is going to be Fairy. So yeah, you really don't have anything to cover it there, but you still can do a lot of damage with, I guess you could have Return if you have a purified one. But this is obviously Shadow, so Dazzling Gleam is what we're going to go with. And Sableye is working great to go up against these Grumpigs. Next game, we're going to be met with a Wigglytuff here. Okay, sounds good. It was crazy because when I had this Sableye in the back, I just kept seeing fairies, even a double fairy team. It was kind of funny. It's not a surprise or nothing. We already all know why. The algorithm is one hell of a thing. They're going to go ahead and retreat and bring in their own Grumpig. I can't even tell what the hell it was, to be honest. All right, it's a Shadow Grumpig. No wonder I couldn't see what it was. So we take them out. They let it go, knowing that they can just bring back that Wigglytuff and charm us out. So they're going to go ahead and shield up the foul play. Sounds good. They used their first shield here. We're going to go ahead and bring in our own Grumpig to try to farm them down, and we do. Fantastic. And they have a Galarian Corcella in the back. So we're going to go ahead and go straight for the Shadow Ball. Bringing in the Lapras here, going for the Sparkling Aria. And Ice Beam, I mean, using the Elite Charge TM. Do you want to do that yourself? I don't know. Give it a shot. See what it's going to do for you. You could go with Skull Bash as well if you don't want to use an Elite Charge TM. Personally, for me, unfortunately, I should say, I only have one Shadow Lapras in the Great League. I am a pretty big Lapras enthusiast. I love this thing through and through. It's a great Pokemon, always has been since Gen 1. And it's nice to see it getting some love, as well as having all these shadows. And I also do have a shiny shadow too, that we're going to take a look at another time for the Ultra League. So pretty excited about this thing here in its updated moveset. It's really putting in the work and putting Lapras on the map. All right, so they are, what are they? Did they just bring in a fire type here? There's no way. Oh, okay, it's Melamar. Sounds good. Going for the first Sparkling, going for the next one here. And they're using Bolt Shields. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Sableye. Don't know if that was the... We'll just go ahead and let that go. They go for Superpower. They have a Mandibuzz in the back. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this one off. This is going to be kind of close here. Dazzling Gleam from a Shadow Sableye does a good amount to a tanky Mandibuzz, but not quite enough for me to pull this off here. We have one shield. We go ahead and bring in Grumpig. Dynamic Punch is going to do a decent amount of damage, but not quite enough for us to be comfortable here. That's pretty good, but not quite what we need. So we're going to let that go. See if we can farm them down or catch with the Lapras. Oh my goodness, we didn't even try to catch. What a waste. We were able to as well. Looks like we're going to have to try to catch it another time here. And going straight for a Shadow Ball. Let's go. Up against their Malamar, doing a good amount of damage. And swapping here to catch the... I mean, you have to admit, that was a good catch, but unfortunately, we have 1 HP, so we're going down with one quick move from the Malamar. Good game. All right, next game, leading with Lapras the entire time, met with an Olomola. Of course we do, or an Olomola. Yeah, I'm not going to complain too much. I was getting some decent leads as well. All right, so we're just going to have to work this out. Unfortunately, not looking great. But you know the funny part is, I had an electric lead right when I put the flyer in the back, the Mandibuzz, so now I have 2 Pokemon weak to electric, and that's the first thing I see. So yeah, of course, that's what we get. We are going to double shield this here. They're going to be letting their Sparkling go while holding on to that last shield and bringing in their Grumpig. That's a pretty hot Pokemon right now, obviously. We're going to go ahead and throw the Sparkling, and they're catching with their own Lapras. Very nice. Now, I don't really have to... I think I should be able to outpace them here with these Dynamic Punches. The next one is going to be pretty much enough to take them out here, and we're going to be looking pretty good. All right, I don't think they can take us out with another Sparkling. That's just not going to cut it here. And Grumpig really put it in the work. Definitely something you should make. And there is a Shadow. I mean, hopefully you remove Frustration. You've had it for a while. And there's also a Shiny, as you can see. I have a Shiny personally. I haven't evolved it yet. I did something really dumb today. I wanted to make a Shiny Mandibuzz for the Great League, but my idiot self wasn't looking at the combat power before I evolved it, and it went over, and it's like 16 something. I'm like, oh my god. All right, well, I guess that's for a trade in the future or somebody. Next game, we're going to be met with a Fortress. Now, this is interesting. Volt Switch for its quick move. Oh my freaking goodness. What in the hell is going on here? Not looking great for me. Of course, the second electric Pokemon that, well, electric move type going on here when I have the dang flyer in the back. So they are going to retreat. We are going for the Sparkling. What do they swap into? Jellicent. Well, this is great. This is absolutely amazing here. If they don't have Ice Beam, they're screwed. So they probably have Shadow Ball, as they're going to be going for Surf here, unless they're just trying to trick me. I capped out at 100 energy. We're going to go ahead and tap that as soon as this is done. And it's not enough to take them out, which will allow us to farm up a little bit more before they do go down to have a little bit more energy. We have a Dark Pulse ready to go now. And we're going to go ahead and throw that immediately on that Fortress. And they're letting it go, taking the move, no problem. Obviously, this Rock Tomb is going to be able to take us out. We're going to let it go. We don't want to use our last shield quite yet. And we still have that Lapras at yellow and Grumpig at full health. Bringing in the Lapras, and they immediately swap into their own. And I'm starting to think, okay, this is going to be doable here. Everybody's using Lapras now because, well, the thing is absolutely on point. And I'm so stinking happy to have a Shadow. Folks, if you can give this a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. All right, Dynamic Punch, they let it go. At this point, they know that they really can't outpace me here. So what's coming next, don't get too confused. They kind of just let this go, knowing it's over, because I'm going to be able to get to the Sparkling with Lapras, and it would have been a wrap, so they let it go. So good game. Moving it on to the next one here, Lapras against Wigglytuff. All right, got that Dark type in the back. Let's go. They're swapping into a Licky. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Grumpig, which is a little bit slow on the swap. You're going to get hit by Shadow Ball. Not looking too great. We do have super effective Dynamic Punch. We will shield up that next charge move just so we can kind of maybe win the swap or get both of their shields. If we can get both of their shields, that'd be great. If we can win the swap, that'll also be great. So it's kind of a win-win. They go for another Shadow Ball, probably the only move they have. This is low rank. People don't really care too much. They just kind of go in there with one move. Down we go. So we got both shields, so we're not in the worst position. We do have a Wigglytuff that we have to consider. But if they only have Shadow Ball, beautiful. Then we're going to be able to farm up quite a bit here and come out of this battle with a whole lot of energy. Going for another Shadow Ball. All right, we reached 100 energy. We're going to go ahead and just throw the flying charge move here. Aerial Ace, down they go. Of course, they're going to bring in Wigglytuff. We immediately swap into Lapras, go for the Sparkling, and they're really kind of waiting and holding off to swap here, or there they go. And it is going to be a Typhlosion, which is going to get one-shotted by the Lapras' new charge move. Down it goes. And that's about a wrap here with the Lapras for this battle. Absolutely phenomenal. So, yeah, if you have a Shadow one, then you're in luck. If you don't, that's fine. The regular one is still amazing. But for the people who have the Shadow, yeah, let's go, boys and girls. Let's get it. Let's have a little fun here. Shoot, I might even... I have a Lapras Gigantamax, but it's not completely maxed out. Don't have enough candies, so hopefully we have an event soon. All right, so we have a Gastrodon out here. Going for the Sparkling move, and what's going to happen? What do they want to do? Letting it go, and we quick move them down. Very nice. Psywave, Shadow, extra damage, bringing in for Alligator here. Another amazing pick. Getting the last shield out of them with a water charge move sounds great to me. Going to go ahead and bring in Mandibuzz and cross our fingers that they do not have Ice Beam, because if they don't, they're going to be stuck going with Hydro Cannon, and their quick move is not really doing too much because of our Dark typing here. And we're going to go for that Dark Pulse. Very good. And I do shield this one up because we're in a pretty comfortable position here. And we're going to go just straight for the Aerial Ace. See what's in the back. Show me a Grumpig. Oh, we have a Clotsire. First one I've seen. So we're going to go ahead and swap into the Grumpig. Super effective damage with a quick move here. Grumpig can take a hit. Okay, I guess. It takes a hit pretty well. Of course, you're going to be going for Shadow Ball, as fighting is not very effective to poison. And that quick move is really starting to dig into that thing. They hit me with another Earthquake here. I'm starting to think that's the only move that they have. Getting to the Dark Pulse with the Mandibuzz, and we're going to be able to take the win here. And my goodness, I was having an absolute blast. Now, this is a season. Yeah, now this is a move update. Now, this is what I like to see. All right, so we have the weird olive Pokemon out here. Okay, so it's part normal, so we're going to go ahead and just swap because we don't want to get hit by that Razor Leaf damage with our Shadow Lapras. Dynamic Punch, getting a shield out of them. And we are going to shield this up here as well. And it is going to be an Energy Ball. Definitely would have KO'd. Do they want a double shield? I would highly not recommend that they do. All right, yeah, letting it go. And bringing in Ariados. Okay. Oh, okay. Should have just went Dynamic Punch, unfortunately. Look how much damage our quick move did. That is insane. They go Trailblaze, raise their attack. Bringing in Lapras. Super effective quick move. Farm them down. What's in the back? What's in the back? Aromatisse. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and throw the Sparkling, and that's pretty much a wrap. Folks, Shadow Lapras with its new move is amazing. Grumpig is amazing. Can't wait to bring you the Save-A-Live video on a whole video. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Access granted.